Okay, I just videoed about 3 minutes, realizing I didn't hit the button to video. Oh, that's what a day. Uh, what a day. I've been watching this big yellow helicopter go back and forth several times. I tried to get a little video of it. I'm going to post on Facebook at some point. 20 or 30-second video. Maybe you can hear it and catch an eyeball for it if you look closely. I'm hiking this little narrow trail that if you look out, if I go straight out, that's what I see. If I go down about 80 or 90 degrees, as far as I can see, it just goes straight down. You'd hate to fall off this thing. You can see the mountain range in the distance. I'll see if I can pull it in a little bit. I don't know if that helps or not, but it's out there. You can imagine what in the summertime it would be hot in here. You couldn't see through those trees and see that mountain range, so the views would not be quite as good. I think it's one of the reasons why they call the Appalachian Trail the Green Tunnel. It's also one of the reasons why they say don't get those solar battery chargers to recharge your phone and electronic devices, because there's just not that much sunlight here in the summer. I looked in a mirror a day or two and had to laugh. My nose was peeling, and I think 2 days ago, I typically wear a bandana on my head. I don't know if you can see that. See me, see the bandana, but I typically wear a bandana, and I did not for some reason, and my head got slightly burned. I'm going across almost the center of this ridge because I can look off to the east and I see a mountain ridge, and then I look off to the west and I see another ridge over there. I'm going down through this, some would call it a gap. This would be designated a saddle. That's just a small dip between two mountains. Sometimes the trail goes around the edge of the mountains, sometimes directly over the top, over the summit. But either way, they tend to be difficult. Saw a guy the other day, yesterday, who said that this last part of Georgia, some claim to be the most difficult part of the entire trail. And while I would say it's difficult, I wouldn't say some of the most difficult, because I know of sections that are going to be even worse. I'm going to start going uphill for just a second. Here. So I'm going to slow down just a little bit and trying to keep my heart rate down to around 115, 120, so I don't die breathing. Today, I don't know what day it is. It's day 12 or 13, on 12, I think, on the trail. And I feel the best I've felt yet. Relatively strong, but my body feels good. My feet are in great shape. That ugly toe that some of you have seen is doing well. So things are going pretty good. I got to take some smaller steps. I'm still trying to develop some lung capacity, the trail lung and the trail legs. And this up and down is doing it well. I prefer this trail like this way better than a steep downhill, because a steep downhill, this is not, that's downhill, but steep downhills are tough. They're tough on the knees, ankles, and especially the toes. I don't know if you can pick up, But I think I mentioned the fires over at Raven Bald and War Woman Road is back in that direction. You can see, I hope, some of the blue that's hanging down below the ridge line. There's a little bit of smoke. There's a bunch right there. Smoke from that fire coming this way. I don't think there's any dangers, at least not at this time, of fires this way. What am I going to say? Oh, I know. We've got coming in today, in a couple of days, some storms. And I'm expecting, okay, now here's a pretty good steep pull here. I'm gonna stop filming in a second. But we've got some more big storms coming in, and the ground certainly needs it. We're under an alert in Georgia, red alert. They don't want us building fires, but we can. I've been on trail 12 days and I've not seen the first campfire. And I think it's primarily not just people being cautious, but come the end of the day, you're too tired to sit around the campfire. You cook your dinner, you get in your tent, you go to sleep. So that's makes for a short evening when you do that, and you don't particularly care to have a fire. I had an interesting one the other night, but it goes back about 25 years ago. I was in a cave with my friend Wallace and had a little event that stirred up a claustrophobic moment in the cave. That was awful. I mean, it was awful. So, night before last, I got in the tent and I hadn't been in there probably 5 minutes doing some stuff, and I got a severe claustrophobic attack in my friggin' tent. I'm gonna start calling it tent phobia. But I had to get out and get straight, then got back in and it started again. Oh, and I can't do this. Then I started thinking about no tenting anymore, but just in shelters. And I don't want that, but I could do that. So I started reading and it went away. I fell asleep, woke up in the middle of the night, and dadgum if it didn't happen again. Started reading again, fell asleep, hadn't happened. And it hasn't happened since, but boy, was it ugly. And I don't know if you've ever had one of those phobias or panic attacks or something like that, but I'm gonna tell you, it's no fun. I like this climbing, and it's sort of a way I got my trail name is Grinder. I can grind out the miles, and it's because I was 100 years ago strong on the uphills. Not so much now as a 69-year-old guy, but it's getting better all the time. So one day soon, I'm going to be able to live up to my name. By the way, you're watching this on YouTube, check out my Facebook page, and you can go there and see different stuff than what I have here. But I want to tell you, this is absolutely beautiful. If you've never done anything like this, I'm not telling you to do the AT, but drive up to the North Georgia mountains and do a small section. Just do a little day hike, a couple miles in and a couple miles out. Do a mile in and a mile out. Go to Neal Gap and look at that store. It's the only building on the Appalachian Trail that the trail goes through. I don't know if I've got a picture on Facebook of that or not. There's a hostel there that I stayed at. But get yourself out here. Walk your dog. Walk your wife or child, or, but do something for you. Make yourself healthier. Get out and move. I'm guessing right now about a mile and a half, 2 miles from North Carolina. Georgia is just about done. Hallelujah. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Please comment. I'm not getting comments and I want to see them. I want something to do sometimes. But comment, make suggestions. Tell me where you're hiking. Go somewhere. And what I'll do is read those and I'll comment back. Love you guys. I appreciate you being here. To the kids, love you guys. Can't wait to see you again. But in the meantime, I'm going to be walking north. Thank y'all. Bye.